escape the pocket and run.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
114 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From Commander's territory now, it's first and 10.
Right at the 40.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Genty. Down to about the 37. The Cowboys at 1-5 are really struggling here to start the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Looking for Sky Moore that time.
Third down here.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. To throw is Prescott.
He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Here's a toss to Genty, headed right.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Genty. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the
of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
You know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
14, Cowboys 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. And he stopped immediately there. Joey Bosa in on the stop. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
They'll go. Here's Genty.
Oh, some strong running.
He's still on his feet.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Ashton Genty
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cowboys take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 17-14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Cut, ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Come on, come on.
Daniels looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Off the play fake, Daniels. That is caught.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. They go play action. Daniels.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here we go, Jack. 70, Timber Wolf. Warrior, 70.
To the air goes Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Commanders have taken the lead.
No problem there on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Here we go, 47.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Genty.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Go to 54, go to 54.
Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Switch it, hey, wide 80.
Here's Prescott.
That's complete. Genty out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trey Amos. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
118 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Here's Daniels.
Now he'll tuck it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards.
36 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
Here we go. Shot 79 Bronco. Like you, man. Kid.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
The final shot before break. Daniels. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Going to be caught here, left side, Moore.
That ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Yeah, here we go.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Genty.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Oh, that is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Go, get out there, get out there. 26.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a loose football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On the toss, Genty.
And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10.
190 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 50. Hey, kill.
Looking to throw, Prescott.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. A gain there of 21 yards.
Come on.
Back to throw now on first down. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. A gain of 5. And that'll make it second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Bates' kick is good.
And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
Hey, 40. Yeah, there we go. I think.
Throwing. Prescott.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott.
Got his man complete. Moore. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A give out of the gun to Genty.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Genty.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Washington on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. Third and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it and move forward and pick up the first down.
As we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the 23-yard line.
On the give, Genty.
And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Prescott.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go on fourth down. And he is not going anywhere. They stopped him for no gain. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away.
And it's fielded at the 34. And he goes out right around the 39. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a handoff to Genty.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Hey, kill!
Prescott from the gun.
And this one quickly to land. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Prescott to throw it.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 89 yards.
And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Commanders 31, Cowboys 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's an 83-yard kick return touchdown. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down.
And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
Here's Prescott.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt! Let's go!
And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
They knew how to quiet this rival stadium, Charles. I mean, not only did they get the win, but they get the win by taking the lead in the fourth quarter to hand their division opponent a big loss.
And they're elated, and they should be, because they did exactly that. Went to a rival's house and stunned them, and did it with a fourth quarter comeback. And every team in the league prides itself on controlling the fourth quarter. It's even more difficult when you don't do it at home against a division rival.
So for the Commanders, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, things are definitely going south.